Despite the risk involved and warnings from health experts, more than half of Americans plan to travel next week for Thanksgiving, according to a survey from TripAdvisor.
And for some, that means going to the airport in the middle of a pandemic. Consumer IT reporter Kat Reed shares what to expect and how to stay safe the next time you fly.
If you're like most people, boarding a plane and finding your seat is something you haven't done in a while.
So basically we're saying if you're ready to fly, we're ready for you.
That's the message from KCI. The latest numbers show passenger traffic is down 60% compared to the same time last year.
We do expect to see some increases as we go into the holidays.
First-time pandemic travelers will notice changes.
Cover your coughs and sneezes. Wash your hands frequently.
Like the booming voice of Kansas City's health department director with safety reminders. There's more cleaning and masks are required. But what about inside the plane itself?
The friendly skies are safe.
The 41 Action News I-Team got an exclusive look at the steps United Airlines is taking on board. On United planes, the safety steps start with this tool.
It's an electrostatic sprayer. So it basically fogs the interior of the cabin.
It's deployed for disinfecting after every flight.
We are also adding a antimicrobial coating.
Plus, passengers must wear masks. A recent study completed on board a United plane found the risk of COVID transmission through the air is low.
It turns out that the air, far from being stale and germ-laden, is constantly being pushed through what's called a HEPA filter. These are these onboard hospital-grade air filters that, 30 times an hour are refreshing the air.
Scott Keys is the founder of Scott's Cheap Flights, a popular service that emails travel deals to subscribers. He says all of the airlines are really stepping up on safety.
This is in their own self-interest. If people don't feel safe getting on an airplane, then they're not going to be traveling.
If you are traveling, there's a lot you can do to reduce risk.
I'm going to be avoiding, the sort of bunching that happens oftentimes at the gates. I'm not going to be worried about being the first one on the plane.
There are some places where it's not possible to keep your distance, like on parking lot buses.
You'd have maybe 6 people in a bus, if that, and it's just not practical as much as we'd love to. If
you're uncomfortable with the number of people on a bus, you can tell the driver, who will make sure another bus comes to get you, but there may be a wait. Above all, keep in mind there are a lot of people who aren't ready for takeoff, and that's okay.
I don't think you should feel pressure to travel before you're ready, because I think travel is something that should add joy, not take away joy.
Especially when you're landing to celebrate the holidays. I'm Consumer I-Team reporter Kat Reed, 41 Action News.
For those who do decide to fly, don't expect limited capacity on planes. Southwest was limiting the number of seats sold, but that policy ends December 1st. Delta and Alaska will resume selling those middle seats after January 6th.